Hello and welcome to... Hello? Hello? Well, it is my first ever video, so what do you expect? Welcome, you lucky people, to the first ever video of... Drumroll please. I recommend. On this channel, I look at old movies, new movies, good movies, bad movies, absolutely terrible movies, and fantastic, brilliant movies, giving you my opinion, and hopefully saving you time wasted normally on bad movies and going straight to the good stuff. With all that being said, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, sit back and relax, and let's get this party started. The movie we're looking at today is the one and only, well, I suppose it's not really the one and only, but it just sounds good when I say the one and only. Anyway, the movie we're looking at today is Mortal Kombat. Hold on, that wasn't quite right. Hold on, let me try that again. The movie we're looking at today is 2021 version. Now, before I crack on with this review, we've got to go back to the 90s where the craze began. Now, if you were anyone like me, then you loved the games in early 90s. You watched the movies, Mortal Kombat in 95, followed by Mortal Kombat Annihilation in 1997. Now, if you're a fan, you probably really enjoyed these movies, even though the acting wasn't the best and the storyline was a bit shocking. However, it had the likes of Liu Kang, Raiden, Sub-Zero and Scorpion, all these great characters in there with the flawless victories and the death moves and all that good stuff. Now, so what I'm going to try and do is compare this movie with those and see if it's more of the same or whether it's something different.
First learned about this 7 years ago on a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive.
Okay, so who stars in this movie? You've got the likes of Jessica McNamee, who you may have seen in the movie The Meg. Also Louis Tan, Josh Lawson, who plays Kano. You've also got Mehcad Brooks, who is in a movie called A Fall from Grace, which I really did enjoy. The director of Mortal Kombat is Simon McQuoid.
It has begun!
Begun. Mate, we're halfway through the video. I wish you'd pay attention. Okay, so basically you've got Outworld, which is another realm led by Shang Tsung, who is trying to take over the Earth. They've had 9 previous tournaments where Shang Tsung and Outworld have won, and if they win the 10th tournament, they therefore take over Earth. Now, what Shang Tsung in this movie is trying to do is basically take out the competition, so before the tournament even kicks off, the battle is won and the game is over effectively. There's no actual tournament that takes place, which from my point of view is quite frustrating and disappointing, because as a Mortal Kombat fan of the game and the previous films, the whole thing about the tournament is something that I really enjoyed, but who knows, maybe in the next one they can move on to that, which it looks like they probably will be. The storyline itself is a little bit nothing of something of nothing, you know, whatever that phrase is, and effectively the acting isn't fantastic, but comparing it to the previous movies, it is a notch above that, definitely. However, what this film does give you is the action, the gore, the blood, the scenes are absolutely fantastic. You know, from start to finish, they are brilliant. I've really enjoyed them. What I will say is that at times it is far-fetched, but to be honest with you, this is Mortal Kombat, this is what we expect, and if it wasn't far-fetched, it probably wouldn't be Mortal Kombat. What I did find a little bit strange with this movie was the introduction of Cole Young. Now, Mortal Kombat has hundreds and thousands, okay, maybe it doesn't hundreds, but lots of characters. So why create a new one for this particular movie? So basically they've decided to give Cole Young the lead role in this instead of Liu Kang in the previous two movies in 95 and 97. Again, like I said, I would really have thought that they would have picked someone within the many characters that they've got, but they went down this route, and for me it didn't really work. They've got all the great characters in there that you would normally expect. You've got the likes of Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Raiden, Sonya, Shang Tsung, Goro, so they're all in there, which is absolutely fantastic. However, the characters themselves felt a little bit wooden and a little bit hollow. Kano, however, he was someone who stuck out in the movie. He had a little bit more about him. He had little funny little quips. He was really interesting, so whenever he was on the screen I had that little bit more of an interest in what was going on.
Kano wins.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion were in there, and it wouldn't be Mortal Kombat if Scorpion and Sub-Zero weren't there, so it was good to see them in there. But having said that, Sub-Zero was in there from the start and it was absolutely brilliant, but Scorpion for me wasn't in there enough, so I'm hoping that in the coming movie hopefully he'll have a bigger role and we'll see a bit more of him. As with all movies, there was a fantastic, great, epic fight scene at the end. This was brilliant between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I really enjoyed this, and I thought, you know, we need more of this, hopefully in the next film. There were sort of lots of, like I said, blood and gore throughout the movie, and what I really enjoyed was things from the game, stuff like test your might, finish him, flawless victory. All those things were in there, which is absolutely fantastic and which I really loved. And I think, you know, even stuff like the death moves were in there, you know, with Kano and a few others, Sonya. And because I was such a massive gamer and I loved the gaming at the time, I think I really appreciated the fact that they were bringing this into the film.
Flawless victory. Fatality.
In regards to language, there's quite a bit of strong language in there, mainly by Kano, as you'd probably expect. And because it's Mortal Kombat, no surprise, there are adult themes in there, so just be aware of that when watching the film. In regards to sex and nudity, there is zero amount. There's absolutely no violence whatsoever in this film. Alright, okay. You know, obviously I'm lying, because this is Mortal Kombat, and if there was no violence, then there would be no Mortal Kombat once again. So yes, lots of violence, lots of gore, lots of, you know, blood, so be aware of that. Don't let the little kiddies be watching. Okay, so overall, what do I think? So basically, I really enjoyed this film. If you're a big Mortal Kombat fan, I think you will do too. It's got all the violence, the gore, the death moves, everything you associate with the games and the previous movies. And again, unfortunately, storyline is not the best. Characters could have done a bit with try that again. Characters could have done with a bit more work, but hopefully they can build on that in the coming film. I think even if you're not a fan of Mortal Kombat or know nothing about it, I think this is something you would enjoy, again, for the things that I've mentioned already. So what I would suggest is run out there and watch this film now.
I don't need to run.
Calm down, mate. It's just my advice to you. You don't have to run, you can walk. Anyway, so I would give this 6.5 out of 10. Maybe a bit of bias on my part, but I think regardless whether you've got a background in Mortal Kombat or not, I think you'll really enjoy this film. Remember, this is just my opinion. Obviously, I believe it's the best opinion, but I've been wrong before. So tell me what you think of my review. Please be nice if you can. Also, leave some comments about what you thought about the film, and if there's any other movies you want me to review, then again, leave that in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll be making a Mortal Kombat in the next one. Come back. See what I did there? Come back. Come on. I'm just not appreciated. That's the problem. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.